Hey guys, this is C+ Hacker, and today I've got a good video for you. I'm going to show you an interesting operating system called TinyCore. Now, this company makes Core, which is 3 different operating systems. Regular Core is just a base command line, so you can do simple computer tasks. TinyCore, which we're focusing on today, is more of a graphical user interface, as well as the command line, and then Core Plus has a couple more features. As you can see, these are really small files, and you can run these on basically any computer because the minimum requirements are just not very much. So I will have this linked down in the description for you to go download it. It's going to download as a .iso file, and we will be using VMware Workstation 14 Player today. You can use regular Workstation, but I prefer to use this one because it's simpler and it gets the job done for me. And of course, you can boot this operating system onto any computer with a flash drive. You don't have to use it as a virtual machine. So I'm going to first walk you through the steps of creating the virtual machine if you don't already know how to. Once the ISO file is downloaded, click Create a New Virtual Machine. Choose Installer Disk Image or ISO, and browse to where you have it saved. Open that up and click Next. Now it's going to choose a guest operating system, so it's going to automatically choose Linux, and you can choose a specific version. It doesn't really matter, and I'm just going to leave it how it is, even though it's not Ubuntu. And you can just rename it to wherever you want, save it to wherever you want. The maximum disk size, I'm going to go with 1. You're not going to want very much space on here because there's actually not really much you can do. Or at least not much that will actually take up any space. But it's all up to you, of course. Then go to Customize Hardware. You're not going to need much RAM, but just for fun, I like to put lots of RAM on virtual machines just to make them perform well. Cores, doesn't really matter. And then hit close, finish, and double click on your operating system to boot it up. As you can see, you have a couple of different options. You can boot Core. So I forgot to mention that TinyCore actually does have Core in it. You can boot simply from that if you prefer to, but we're going to use TinyCore. Alright, here we go. The mouse on this operating system does have quite a few problems. It doesn't track well, it doesn't move well, and often it'll get stuck, as you can see like it's doing right now. Just hit Control-Alt, at least if you're on a virtual machine, and you'll be able to then move it again. And it's really sensitive, it either moves really quickly or really slowly. So this is it. This is TinyCore. As you can see, it's pretty bare bones, and it looks a little like a Mac with this dock. So let's get into what you can do with it. First, the terminal. I haven't actually figured out this terminal. It's not similar to the Ubuntu one that I'm really used to. So I haven't actually figured this one out yet, but this is kind of the basis of a lot of what you're doing. Then there's the mount tool. I believe that's to fully install the operating system on your computer. Then you get Run Program. This actually doesn't come with any programs besides what you see here. There's not even an internet browser, but we'll get into that in a minute. Then you have your apps, and I'll show you that in a minute also. You have your control panel. These are your settings, and they also very bare bones. As you can see, the mouse sensitivity can be turned down, but it's still not very good. And there's some different stuff like your network and whatnot that you can do. You have a basic text editor. I tried creating an HTML file and launching it, but it didn't work for two reasons. First of all, there's not an internet browser to launch it on, and secondly, the saving process is a little bit confusing. For example, if we save this file, the directory is a little confusing. I haven't really taken the time to figure it out, but there is a lot of folders, you know, and I haven't figured out where yet I can save stuff, but that's okay. Let's get into the apps. So it will automatically choose the best repository of applications that it can. It'll just automatically find one that you can use. In order to actually get some apps, click on Apps here, then go to Cloud Remote, Browse. This is going to show you all of the whole repository of different packages that they have. It's not very many, even though it might look like it. It's not a large selection of computer programs. You very likely can get more repositories, but I'm not that experienced in Linux. I don't know how to, and honestly, I don't need to. But you can find some things in here. In order to get a web browser, you gotta download it from here. I did find Chrome, maybe. Oh, it looks like it doesn't want to find Chrome, but I did find Chrome earlier, and it gets Chromium, and it actually does work decently well. I didn't really try any serious like video watching or crazy web browsing, but I mean, it could get on, it could get into websites, which is really cool. Let's see if we can find it on this list. They also include some interesting like hacking programs. You got Aircrack here, and you know, things like that. So let's take a look. Okay. Okay, so we do have Chromium browser. So let's get that. You just hit go right there, and this download will take a while. That's okay. We'll wait. So I believe that the download has completed. Yep, it has. So any program that you download is going to appear right here on the dock. And here we've got Chromium. It looks like Chrome. So let's see what we can do on it. Okay, it's an older version of Chrome, that's okay. But I mean, it loaded that website really fast. So if we do like a search, okay, not bad. Although this website's a little messed up. That might have to do with the coding not being compatible with this browser, I'm not sure. But let's try to launch a video, see how that goes. Alright, let's see. Okay, so the video does not want to play. That's interesting. I wonder if we need to lower the quality or see if we can hit it at 144p. Nope. Huh. Does not seem to like it. Okay. So it doesn't really work well on here. It would probably work for other web browsing. Let me give you my conclusion. TinyCore is good at web browsing or running very simple programs or things like that. It's good for very old computers, but it's not worth it in my opinion. There are many other excellent operating systems that will run on basically any computer and have a much better interface. They have access to much larger repositories and newer programs. So although this was a fun experiment and it was a kind of a fun project, I must say that I do not approve of this one. But thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, give it a like and consider subscribing. Peace.